What's going on, guys? It's Seth here with Oklahoma Joe's, and today I want to show you our new peach butcher paper. Now, for those who have not seen butcher paper before, this stuff is a fantastic multi-purpose product, and it's really got three main uses. So the first of those uses is as just a prep surface. The second is while you're cooking. So it's great for outdoor cooking, especially smoking. And then the third use is for plating. So let's dig into a little bit more. I'll tell you more about the product and the ways that we use it. So our specific role of this stuff, first off, it comes in a carry tube. So it's a hard corrugate carry tube that is perfectly resealable. So when you're done using it, put it in here, store it in a drawer, whatever. It keeps it from getting wet or bugs or anything like that in it. But ours comes in a 12-inch width by a 100-foot long roll. So there's a lot of paper here. As you can see, our paper has our custom print on here. So if you're using this as a serving paper or something like that, it gives it a great look. It lets people know exactly what you made this delicious food on. So one thing I do want to mention here, the print is on one side, but both sides of this are completely food safe and safe to eat off of and cook from. The print will not run at all, so it's okay to have that contact the food directly. No problems whatsoever. So I mentioned the first use for this is as a prep surface. So very easy. All you do is just roll out the section that you need, tear it free, and you've got a completely food safe work environment where you don't have to worry about getting a mess on whatever's underneath. All right, so I mentioned that you can use this while cooking, so let's talk about that a little bit further. Now first I want to mention this product is rated to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, so it is perfect for use on smokers and low and slow type cooking. But it is not advised to use this on a grill or on any appliance that's going to be super high heat, and certainly don't expose it to direct flame. So the way that this would be used while smoking is most commonly with something that's called the Texas Crutch. This is something that a lot of pros use, a lot of competition teams use this, and the Texas Crutch is something where you take the product, you take the food that you're cooking and you wrap it tightly in foil, and that helps prevent what's called the stall. So the stall is when you hit around typically 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and the Boston butter, the brisket that you're working on, just stalls, and it stays at that temperature for what seems like forever. The Texas Crutch, wrapping that up, is what helps power through that. So you cook much faster, you get directly through the stall and can finish cooking. It helps hold in moisture, and it just helps you power through that frustrating part of the cook cycle. Peach paper, peach butcher paper, is a little bit different than foil. The Texas Crutch has traditionally been done with foil, but people are now learning about butcher paper and the advantages that it has. One of the issues with foil is that it's not permeable. And really what I mean by that is nothing is going through that barrier at all. So smoke is not going to get in, and steam and moisture and stuff like that from inside are not getting out. And that can be a problem because if you have all this moisture and it's sealed inside this tight foil environment, it's going to steam, and then it's going to condense back down, and the food that's inside that is going to be sitting in a puddle of moisture. Now that can be good for retaining moisture for the product, but if you've worked very hard to get a nice crispy bark on the outside and you're sitting in a puddle of liquid, then you're going to lose that. That is where peach paper comes in. The peach paper is made with a very specific wet strength and a very specific amount of sizing added that allows it to be breathable. And so what that gives you is it lets some of the steam out. Some of that moisture and stuff is actually soaked up into the paper. And so you still get that heat retention and you still power through the stall, so you get the benefits of the Texas Crutch, but you're going to preserve the bark because the food is not sitting in this puddle of moisture. Now, one thing I want to mention while I'm talking about that, this paper is called peach butcher paper, but it has nothing to do with peaches, the fruit, peach wood, peach scent or essence or anything like that. Peach is solely in reference to the color. And again, that is because this is a very specific type of butcher paper. You cannot just use any butcher paper for the Texas Crutch. Some butcher paper has wax, which you obviously don't want to put on a smoker. Some butcher paper is far too thin or even far too thick really to be used for that purpose. But this butcher paper is designed specifically for that process in mind, and so it is the perfect choice for the Texas Crutch. All right, so the third use for this paper is really just plating and presenting. So you've been cooking all day, you don't want to mess with any dishes. All you have to do is just roll this paper out, cut off a section, line a tray or a basket, put the food directly on top of it. Not only do you not have to do dishes now, but you got a great presentation. You could be in your backyard and it looks like you've got barbecue from your favorite barbecue restaurant. So that's really it. That's our peach paper. Why don't you drop us a comment? We'd love to hear what you think about it. Any questions, please let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you next time.